What is up, guys? This is the Angry Red Man. How you all doing so far today? And today we finally got ourselves back into the news. Now, there's certainly a lot to talk about. The last time that you saw me was when I did that video short about like Diogo Jota's passing away. But now I feel it's time that we try to move on from that particular accident. I mean, we do it everything for the honor of Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, the Silva brothers, you want to put it that way. Okay, but yeah, now just a little, quite some info as of how transfers and updates for Liverpool have been doing so far. Okay, now as we drive here today, okay, yeah. Now, just a few updates what has gone on so far with the club. Okay, oh, he's turning. Okay, so basically we actually we did have a preseason game already played over the last weekend, right? Okay, so yeah, we did went up against Preston North End, who actually came with a very, very good, I would say a very, very good, how should I, okay, how should I say, right, a tribute for Diogo Jota. Yep. So it was nice of them to actually like jump in and just be like in solidarity with us across the football league and stuff. That we won the game 3-1. Okay, we won the game 3-1 with goals from Conor Bradley, Darwin Nunez, as well as Cody Gakpo. Now, I mean, Darwin Nunez, as far as we know, right? Okay, the deal with Napoli is currently off. All right. Which is a little bit of a bummer because I really don't want to have to hold on to him for at least another season. I mean, he's already had 3 seasons, and to go on to a 4th season with him around, nah, I'm not gonna have it really. Okay, to be honest, he has 3 seasons to prove himself already. So yeah, but as of now, we are entering a really interesting game, right, with Newcastle as well as the transfer market, because as of now, yeah, we are having linked news and rumors like between Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike, as well as even having links to Rodrigo. Yeah, Rodrigo for Real Madrid. Now, to be honest, right, there's a lot of wars going on between Liverpool fans and Newcastle fans. I just really don't want to really be involved in this tussle about, because I mean, to be fair to both sides, each one will definitely one of those players. Okay, yeah, to be honest, and not to mention, right, it's gonna be win-win for either way if both sides actually get either one, or rather hold on to one of their own. So to be honest, I have no idea what is a Newcastle's PSR ceiling is like right now, because as to what has happened, right, I think they actually pulled off a last minute sale like last season in order to actually maintain their PSR ceiling, okay, so to speak, so they cannot have like the going past that particular threshold for that matter. So I mean, for them, Newcastle may have to sell one of their players. As to who are they gonna sell, whether it's gonna be Alexander Isak or Anthony Gordon, I really don't know. But I mean, if they want to hold on to their current crops without crop of players without selling anyone, I mean, I can't say anything already, right? So I mean, because I understand Newcastle wants to hold on to the price striker in Alexander Isak, and we are trying to bid £120 million, not euros, mind you, for Alexander Isak. And Newcastle firmly standing their ground. Understandable, yes, understandable. Yeah, that he's not for sale, especially if you want to have your best player around. I mean, especially when you have the Champions League coming up, this, that, and the other. Okay, yeah, but will it have like implications if he is held up for another season? And let's just say Isak doesn't renew his contract, it's gonna be even lower for that matter. And by then we may probably move on or to another like striker or what. I really don't know. Okay, but to be fair to Alexander Isak, if if Newcastle want to hang on to Isak, I can't say anything. And they're also in a bit of a war with us with regards to Hugo Ekitike. Let's just say if Isak goes, alright? Let's just say if Isak goes, they want to get Hugo Ekitike. Yeah, for the matter. For us, having Hugo Ekitike is not really that big of a deal if we don't actually do get it. Yeah, but for me, I am totally okay either having Isak or Hugo Ekitike, to be honest, alright, okay? There is nothing wrong with either one because both of them are, I mean, each of them has its own pros and cons, so to speak, okay? The thing about Hugo Ekitike, the reason why I don't mind getting him, or rather I would say I'm open to getting him instead, because, right, it would save us quite a few quid, okay? It would save us quite a few quid over Alexander Isak, to be honest with you, okay? And 23, 22, it's an age where he is somebody that has a potential in the future and mean financially it'll be better for us down the road, if you will. Okay, but as Anthony said, he is already proven the best in the business so far. So either way, that works. Okay. Newcastle may also want to get Hugo Ekitike without releasing Alexander Isak as well. So let's see how the PSR fares out, because they probably will need to let go of either Isak or Anthony Gordon. Need something to actually give them some wiggle room in the financial market. Yeah, but I don't know. I really don't know. It's an interesting game that we play right now, so I don't want to slate both sets of fans in this way, because I think it's fair that either set of fans want the best of the best. I mean, for that particular matter. But yeah, let's just say if we cannot go for both Eketike and Isak, okay, let's just say we don't get them, okay. I do have another, I would say, a low cost, a low risk, high reward potentially in Juventus Dusan Vlahovic. I mean, Dusan Vlahovic, I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, he was for a time, he was for maybe like last couple of years or so, he's probably the best, one of the best, if not the best strikers. So honestly, between with the rest of them, including Victor Osimhen, I think Dusan Vlahovic will probably be the next in line, and I think it's not really a bad idea if we do go for Dusan Vlahovic. If we cannot get Isak and Hugo Ekitike, and that will kind of force us to retain Darwin Nunez, which I really didn't want to do, okay. But part of me also says, especially now Florian Wirtz is already here. Yeah, Florian Wirtz is already here. Will it unlock the true power of Darwin Nunez? Let's see. Okay, let's see. So honestly, I just hope just one striker, just one, okay, just one will be enough to actually to be good enough for this particular window, okay? Because if we cannot get Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak, we cannot let Darwin Nunez go. We need to get Dusan Vlahovic, alright? For Rodrigo, this one, I'm open if Diaz is released on the right price. There are some rumors that you can have is it Real Madrid or Bayern Munich? Either one of these teams, right? Okay, is currently offering 80 million euros plus add-ons. Okay, or equivalent to 100 million euros, which is equivalent to 87 million quid almost, without add-ons. Okay. I mean, to be fair, that's a pretty good price already. If you're talking about a 100 million option, right? 100 million euros, right? Okay, I'll take it. Alright, I'll take it anytime and just sign Rodrigo. Rodrigo is somebody that can play anywhere across the front line. Primarily, he was playing as a right winger, but some people say he's even better on the left wing. So I'm very open to have, let's just say we have a front line of Salah and Rodrigo and another striker, let's just say either Isak, Hugo Ekitike, Dusan Vlahovic, okay? Yeah, or Benjamin Sesko for that matter. There's quite a few combinations for strikers in front. There are 4 that I can name right out the bat right now. Okay, so yeah, you have Rodrigo, you have Salah, you have 2 of probably the league's best wingmen ever. Okay, so whatever you have, right? I mean, it just works. And you do have Wirtz supporting the front line especially. And Wirtz, I mean, as far as his profile goes, he can also play as a false 9. Yes, so in a way he can, because he does play as a second striker, primarily as a second striker. So he's more like some to support his fellow wingers, stuff like that, as some kind of forward for that matter. So if Wirtz plays there, then I mean, not most ideal solution in the world, because I prefer to have 4 attackers rather than having 3. Okay, so yeah, it's interesting to see how the market actually does happen. So I don't want to slate the Newcastle fans for if they really want to hold on to Alexander Isak. I can't blame you guys, okay? But of course, for Liverpool fans, I mean, for us, we also definitely want him. If we cannot get in, we just have to move. We still need a striker either way, okay? Doesn't matter whom, okay? Doesn't matter whom, yeah? That at this point, it will still be it can either be an addition to either as a main option or having as a squad backup option. Because the other one that will also link with as a backup option is Felipe Mateta. I did see him play when Crystal Palace actually came over to Singapore. Yeah, along with when Liverpool went up against them, I did see him play, and I did see him in few matches, and it could be quite a good squad option to have Mateta from Crystal Palace. Yes, okay. So I mean, it's not a bad option. There's quite a few backups that I can name. There are other names that also we are linked to, like just to say Nkunku from Chelsea. Yeah, not exactly the most ideal name because he kind of sucked at that time. Because at that when they were shifted out with that time in that it's RB Leipzig, RB Salzburg, I can't remember which one it was. That time you have those RB players like Nkunku. You also have Patson Daka who went to Leicester. Yeah, so yeah, at that point I wanted either one of those 2 strikers, but now I mean, moving forward, because the game dynamics has changed quite a lot, okay, it's good to have them. I will not take Nkunku and I will not take Patson Daka, okay. Yeah, so strikers in the market, it's shit right now to be spending cheap, okay, but we really don't have a choice. So really, strikers, okay, Liverpool, just go get them, okay? Yeah, I have named you several across the bat already. Isak, Eketike, Sesko, okay? Dusan Vlahovic, okay? We have named Mateta, okay? We also have, yeah, pretty much it, okay? So there's quite a few in the market, so I really hope they can just get one. If we can't get Hugo Ekitike and we couldn't get Isak, then you just have to settle with Dusan Vlahovic or Victor Osimhen, if that matter, okay? Yeah, as far as we know, I mean, those are the names that I can definitely name right out the bat right now. So, yeah, strikers, we need them, okay? So, at least Vlahovic is the lowest quantity, okay? So that's my recommendation. If it was me, okay, Dusan Vlahovic is good for being a very low risk option financially as well, because yeah, I didn't say this yet, okay, depending on the actual cards that Juventus plays, right, okay, Dusan Vlahovic may be forced to leave on the free, okay, really, so he may have to be a free agent, which will be a very good thing. That's the reason why I said, right, okay, that Vlahovic is a very, very low risk option financially. And of course, you get another striker on top of it, okay? Yeah, that will leave us healthy with about 2 to 3, maybe even 4 strikers. Yeah. So, just to put it out directly, right, okay? So, Isak heavily linked to us, okay? Yeah, as well as Hugo Ekitike. Let's just see how the war fares between us versus Newcastle. Because to be honest, right, Newcastle fans, you can have your say in this matter. How much is your PSR ceiling? Alright, because right, if you guys have signed Elanga for the matter, of course there are quite a few other players you guys signed during this particular window. I'm not too sure whether you guys will have the flexibility to add any more players into your squad. So you guys can fork in right now, okay? Because I'm saying based more on I would say based more on, like, I want to say really neutral like fan perspective. I'm more as a Liverpool fan. I rather not be the bad guy for this one, okay? But I just want to ask out of pure curiosity whether it's really feasible to actually I would say get like Hugo Ekitike without selling anyone right now while holding on to Alexander Isak. I don't know, okay? So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, okay? It's good to be back making videos again, okay, to be honest with you. And yeah, if anyone, I definitely have more news regards to strikers and stuff like that. And I definitely will hope for more updates, right? Because as I mean, the Twitter and X has been a total mess right now because there are fans berating each other or what? I really don't understand why it is there need to. Yeah, if because ultimately, right, it's not within our hands as to who gets who or who retains who. So yeah, I want to keep it civilized, okay? I want to keep it civil, okay, between both Liverpool and Newcastle fans. I mean, myself as a Liverpool fan, and as far as I would like our targets to win both the Champions League and the Premier League this season, okay, I would say, yeah, let's just stay civilized, folks, okay? I just want to ask the opinion of Newcastle fans because any argument that you guys made for me, I mean, I did mention and did enter a little bit of discussion on X, which is very, very valid, okay? Because, right, yeah, some people say if they buy Hugo Ekitike, it will fuck their PSR over a little bit. I really don't know. So, yeah, what are your thoughts down below? Let me know your thoughts down below, and then let's see how we can actually go forward in a more civilized manner. So, yeah, okay, I'm going to reverse now, and I'll see you in another video. Peace out, guys.